Yeah, so I think I might lose that nail. It was an accident, and you know what frustrates me the most about it? Almost all accidents are preventable. I was in a hurry, I was rushing, and I went to lay a board down. The board underneath came up, slapped me in the finger, I mean really hard. This was one of the worst blood blisters I've had under my fingernail in a long time. My father-in-law was like, you know how you take care of those, right? I'm like, yeah, don't tell me about it. I am not drilling my fingernail or poking a hot needle up underneath to drain it. It makes me queasy even just thinking about it. Anyways, probably lose the nail, learn from my mistakes, and move forward. Hey guys, Bonnie and Emma and I are camping again this weekend. We're not going to show you the whole thing. It's not going to be a camping vlog, but I just wanted to show you the sights of where we're at. It's a pretty incredible spot. We traveled about 5 hours south of Palmer. You kind of head the same direction like you're going to Seward, but there's a cutoff and you head toward Kenai and Homer. We are about 20 minutes north of Homer in a little tiny town called Anchor Point, and we're camping on the Anchor River in the Anchor River State Park area. They have about 4 or 5 campgrounds in here, and it's our first time here. We heard about it from a friends that we're camping with. It's a great location. Right behind me here is the ocean. We are right at the end of what is Cook Inlet, and then just around the bend that way would be Kachemak Bay right by Homer, and then it's open ocean. We've got a beach right down here. It's a lot of rock, very little sand, but we've been enjoying low tides and going out and looking for stuff. What's really cool is we can walk the beach here and we find coal. Coal is breaking off. There's deposits all around Cook Inlet here, and the coal breaks off and then washes up on the shores, and you can go scavenge for it on the beach. You can burn it in your campfire. You get a little fire going with wood. Once you have some wood coals going, then you can throw the coal that you found on the beach on there, and it'll burn for hours. The coal is mostly carbon, but it also has hydrogen, sulfur, oxygen, and nitrogen in it, and it's a clean burning. It's really cool for your campfire. Perfect coals for roasting s'mores and anything else you want to roast on the fire. Also, while we were walking on the beach, there is tons of bull kelp, or it's also known as bladderwrack, that washes up, and we were having fun with that. Emma was having fun. I found one, I untangled one. It ended up being like 40 foot long. It was crazy. I didn't realize they got so long, and then a little, I guess the bullwhip part of it, the end of it is like this tiny diameter tail. So we've been enjoying our time at this campground. Like I said, a great location. It's just a short walk to the beach. Literally, this is our camp spot right here, and this little trail goes right out to the beach. It's not even 100 yards down there. You can hear the waves crashing most of the time. It's really quiet right now, so it must be low tide. While we were walking out on the low tide, I noticed that you have to be really careful walking on the sand. The first step feels very solid, but if you jiggle your feet or shimmy or anything like that, it quickly becomes unstable under your feet. And it just acted like quicksand. It was nuts. You just jiggle a little and you start sinking. And my boots were not waterproof, so I was trying to be very careful. Also, we since we're so close, we went ahead and took a drive into Homer. And what I love to do is, the few times that I've been here before, we go down to the docks where the big boats are docked, and walk down there and try to find one of the boats that is on the famous show Deadliest Catch, if any of you guys have seen that. My dad was a huge fan of that show. From time to time, you can go down on the docks and find one. The only boat I did find was the Saga. He was docked down there, so I got a quick picture with Emma and I in front of that. It is probably one of the prettiest locations in Alaska, in my opinion, because you have Kachemak Bay, the ocean, the salt water, and then the mountains and glaciers, all like in one view. It's really incredible. One of the biggest things that I'm going to talk to you about is us getting ready to go home. We are super excited about it. We've spent all summer in the valley, in the Palmer and the Wasilla area, of Alaska. I was working a job, as most of you know if you follow us, and that job, I have decided to call it quits about the middle of September, and then Bonnie and Emma and I will hop on a plane and fly home out to the lodge. We'll stay home all winter. Can't wait for that, but that's going to include a lot of work to get there. A chore that I have is winterizing this bad boy. So that's what I'm doing right now. I have to go find a compressor, a portable compressor that I can blow the lines out with, pour a little RV antifreeze down the P-traps, and just make sure everything else is in order. I have a lot of errands to run in town today. I have to fill up some propane bottles. I have to fill up gas jugs. I have to take some stuff to a thrift store. I have to take some stuff to storage. I have to go to some stores and buy some things, last minute items, things that I need out at the lodge, things that I need here in town. It's going to be a crazy whirlwind day, and I'm going to get it all done because we are going home early. Originally, we were planning on flying home the 21st of September. It is the 10th today, and we rescheduled a lot of things, and we're able to get a flight for the 13th. So we're going to be able to spend a little bit more time with Zach and Alyssa. Emma is super excited to spend more time with Chloe and Eiley, and we're all excited just to be home and get to spend some family time together. If you've seen this video here, you'll know that Zach and Alyssa are leaving the state for the winter. They're going to do a little road trip if everything works out. So we're going to get as much time as we can with them before they head out of state. That's the plan. I need to get busy. Let's go. All right. I have about accomplished everything I set out to do today. It is, let's see, about 5-6 hours later. I've been uptown all day, but I have really checked a lot off my list here. One last item is winterizing the camper. I had to find a compressor that I could borrow. I figured it'd be a lot easier to bring a compressor to the fifth wheel than bring the fifth wheel to a compressor. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna call it quits for today. But man, it's amazing. We pick a day to go back home and it seems like time just flies. So we'll get her done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you like what you saw, and make sure to comment below, ask any questions that you want. We'll try our best to answer and get back to you guys. As always, we'll see you guys in the next video. And we are planning on, let me see, the 10th, 11th. Hold on real quick. All right, let's check this out here. I can already tell that it's crooked. Yes, that's a little better. All right, take two. And go.
Bramante Brothers.